Morning, children. It's story time with Nick again. Now, my mate Magic, is he 6 hours late for work, Mike?
Yes, he
He's
is.
6 hours late for work, but we kind of expect it from Magic because he is a useless sack of shit. But we love him, don't we?
We do.
We still love him, but he's totally useless. And we're trying to rehabilitate him. And I'm trying to teach you how hard it is to rehabilitate an alcoholic. And he probably does a bit up his nose and things like that, possibly up his bottom. Come here, you. Come on, go on. No, leave that. Good boy, good boy. Anyway, today's story about Magic is not long ago, well, it was quite long ago, about 8 years ago. I was a single man and I had this girlfriend. And I won't mention her name. And her daughter was about 16 and they were having a party in a village hall. And the terms and conditions of using the village hall was that everything was tidy and no yobbos out in the street, in the village and yawping about at night and all this kind of thing. Anyway, somehow I was elected as being a kind of a bouncer. Now, this is not good because I have a very short tolerance with young lads, I'm afraid. And I thought, well, I'll get Magic to come along with me because he's a bit of an idiot and it'll make it more entertaining. Anyway, in no time at all, it kind of got dark and we were wandering around and all these kids had gone in and it was all quiet and everything was good. And I got bored and I was picking up some litter around the church bit and throwing it in this big skip. And as I picked it up, this is the good part, I just felt in the dark money. Anyway, it turned out in amongst this litter that I was picking up, just tidying because I was bored. I'm bored and I like to do my bit. Was three £50 notes. Three £50 notes. I could have been like me luck. Now I considered sharing these with Magic, but then I thought no, then he'll stop picking up the litter. So anyway, I digress. An hour or so later, this young lad comes outside, and he was smoking. And I said, "I'm sorry, son. You've either got to go inside or you've got to go home. But you can't just hang around. You know the rules, and you shouldn't be smoking." And he goes, "I'll go in when I'm ready." That was a bit of a problem with me, and I give him a bit of a slap round the face, and the cigarette disappeared. I said, "No, you're going to go in now." And I grabbed on, threw him back in. And that was the end of that. Anyway, a little while later, the same little scumbag was trying to smuggle in lots of beer in a bag. And it was the sort of beer that was like, I think it's called Blondie, and it's these bottles, and you can get the top off and you put them back on again. Anyway, I said, "Son," I said, "you know you're not allowed alcohol." I said, "I'm not taking it off you. You can have it back when you leave, as long as you promise not to drink it in the street and you behave yourself." So he agreed, and it was all good. Anyway, Biggie, can you sit, please? Can you sit? You come on now, come on. You were after this story. Sit. Come on. Sit. Anyway, the party went on and everything was good, and then it was ending and everyone was coming out, and this young lady and her young daughter was next to me and a few of her friends, and then this scruffy little herb of a bastard comes up to me and says, "You said I could have my beer back." I said, "I did. And you said you wouldn't drink it in the street and you'd be, orderly." And I gave him his beer. And he gets about 150 yards up the street and he's going, "Wait, go, wait, go. And the young lady said to me, she says, "I'm surprised you're taking that as well as you are, Nick." And I said, "Well, he will be forever known as the piss drinker." And Magic had, because he was on the floor by then, rolling around, dying with laughter. And what he'd done is he'd opened up every bottle, drunk more than half, and then he'd refilled it. Wee. And like I say, and from now on, from ever since, that lad has been called the piss drinker. So there you go. Don't get mad, get even. You right, mate? Now, Magic, when you see him, you've got to bite him. Oh God, he's off. He's been under the weather, but he's not now. He's back. He's not fighting fit, is he? But he's nearly fighting fit. But well, look at the size of the bastard. What sort of dog is this? What sort of dog is it? Is it a Mastiff? Is it a Great Dane?
It's a Kangaroo Great Dane.
Is it a Poodle?
Kangaroo
The
Great
vet, no, the vet said he was a Mastiff Dane.
A Mastiff Great Dane. That's a lot of dog. Yeah. Luckily,
No idea. He didn't know how old he was.
I know how to keep him in order.